Welcome, colleagues, to our Friday 5 in 5. The weeks seem to be flying by. Let's first go to junk email in Outlook. I'm getting colleagues tell me that several emails from parents are actually going into the junk inbox, and that's because we've actually increased the security levels across our system for emails, and if it's unrecognized, then it may actually go into the junk email. So please check your junk email box on a regular basis. Here you can see in my inbox I've got the junk email. What I tend to do is actually filter these by from. So rather than, so you can click on this from rather than date, because it tends to be easier, faster to scan through. So I'm scanning through these. I've got Bob Worley here. So maybe he's somebody that I do want to actually have in my inbox. So I'm going to right click, and under the junk here, I'm going to say never block sender. Or I can say not junk, and if I click on not junk, what happens is say always trust this email. This message will be moved back into the inbox folder. I just want you to check something on your junk email actually as well. When you right click on the email and go to junk again and go to junk email options, just make sure that you're on the lowest level of filtering. As you increase the filtering level here, what it will do will actually increase the number of emails that go into the junk folder itself. So this one is probably default, the best one to have on at the moment. But if you do find an email that goes into your junk, then right click on it and then make that sender a trusted sender and move them into the inbox. Okay, next on my list is a bit of a life hack, actually, I think. Well, it's a life hack for me. It may not necessarily be for you. But when I want to add a hyperlink to a piece of text in an email or anywhere really within PowerPoint or any sort of system, there is a keyboard shortcut that I use to add a hyperlink, and it's this Ctrl K. So for example, if I want to hyperlink this, I would normally have to go into insert and then link, and then I can choose the link or a document that I've used recently. But what I tend to do is just double click to the text, Control K, and then I can Control V to paste in the hyperlink that I've just copied, and you can see it turns it into a hyperlink. That also works in Teams. So if I'm in Teams, Control K, move myself out of the way, you can see I can add a link. Useful shortcut, I think. I use it a lot, Control K. Another little life hack. Thank you for all of those people that commented on the petrol symbol on the gauge. Some people knew about it, some people didn't. One of the things that I think we probably spend about 50% of our lives trying to do is get the USB-A cable the wrong way around. You sort of like push it in, it doesn't work, and then you turn it over and try again, doesn't work that side, and then you go back again, and then somehow it magically works again the first time around. Now, some manufacturers are quite good, and they put this symbol on the top. Let me get a pen. They put this symbol on the top. That's the top. But I don't believe that that's always the case. Sometimes I think the symbol is on the underneath. What should you do? Always look for the piece of plastic. Sometimes it's white, sometimes it's black, sometimes it's blue, red. If the plastic is at the top, that's the way that the USB-A goes in your laptop. If the USB is vertical, tough. You have to keep on trying to find out which one it is. But if the USB-A is horizontal, look for the plastic. If the plastic is at the top, then it should be the way for it to go round. Last thing, hoping I'm getting this in time, is the preview pane in the Windows Explorer. If I go to View and Preview pane, you can see I'm toggling on and off the preview pane. And what's great about the preview pane is that any documents that you have or are clicking through, you can see those documents appear here, and you can even change the size of them a little bit using your mouse wheel to scroll in and out. So if this was a bunch of students' work and you were checking whether or not they'd actually done the work, works with PowerPoint and lots of other things, images, then you can very quickly scan through the students' work. So thank you to David Brattel and his team for passing that on. I'm going to hand over to Bryony, and she's going to be talking about some instructional coaching that they're doing in primary. Thank you.
In the primary school, we are exploring instructional coaching, as a developmental CPL tool to help nurture a professional dialogue and help develop a strong shared understanding of what impactful teaching and learning looks like. As our starting point, we are using Tom Sherrington's walkthroughs and the instructional strategies that it describes. We've collated all of this in our CPL page on Firefly. So in the CPL page, there is instructional coaching and walkthroughs at the bottom. In this, you will find links to the walkthroughs website in the resources tab. This also has all of the login details that you might need, as well as some documentation linking to our own teaching and learning policy that we've started to put together. It also has professional reading as well as other masterclasses that details more about what impactful teaching and learning looks like and the impact of instructional coaching as well.